Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for those of you that have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button, and if you find the information that I provide beneficial, please hit that like button as well. Now, our topic for you today, it's 13 ways to increase prospect traffic inside your gym. Okay, we want to look at ways that we can increase our prospect traffic inside our gym. And one of the focuses when we do this is how can we do it without spending a lot of money or spending any money at all. And so number one on my list is blogging. Okay, and let me talk to you a little bit about this, some of the pitfalls of it or why it doesn't get done sometimes. But the benefit of blogging, if you're putting the blog on your website, this is going to help create additional keywords that's going to help people find you and bring them to your website when they're doing a Google search. It's also, when a person is on your site, this is a great way to keep them on your site while you're prompting them, to fill out the submit information portion of your website. So, blogging's a great way to additionally, to brand what you do, to get known. It's a great thing for local search. Now, it can go on your website. I would repurpose this on places like LinkedIn. I would look at places like Medium, Medium, which has a great favor, with the search engines. I would look at things like American Towns. If you're not using that as a place to post articles and post information, another great way to repurpose, some of these blogs. So there's a lot of great resources here and ways you can do this, and I recommend you do it. It doesn't cost you anything. Now, the challenge that so many folks have when it comes to blogging is just coming up with the content. And so depending on, what kind of an operation that you're running, if you have a number of employees, have every employee write a blog anywhere from 300 to maybe as much as 1,000 words. If it's not really something that they feel comfortable with, 300 words will do it. You want to keep pushing that content out. And so I would have everybody do it. I would encourage customers, encourage vendors, for guest blogs. Okay, you're trying to get this new content out there on a regular basis. So I would look for other sources for it as well. Writing it yourself. I know when I write blogs and articles and different things that I do it from personal experiences, and more often than not, it's things that just happened. If last week I spoke to somebody and they brought up, a particular topic or something that was interesting to them, all of a sudden that becomes a great topic, to write a blog about or to write an article about. And so it's simple and it's fresh things. Okay, doesn't have to be fancy. Just keep it simple. Okay, but I really want to encourage it. Ideally, in a perfect world, if you can post a blog every single day, that'd be great. I know I've had my moments where I'll blog pretty regular, and then maybe it's once a week, just because scheduling will kind of get in the way a bit. And so if it's once a week, well, it's once a week. But stay on some kind of a schedule for it. But blogging is going to be very beneficial for you. Number two, it's kind of social networking and social proof. And so the thing that I would encourage, on the social networking and social proof is go out and get testimonials. Get people to give you reviews. Reviews on Google Maps and on Google My Business and Facebook and Yelp and LinkedIn. Get that social proof, these testimonials. Because at the end of the day, when you're selling, electronically, you're selling via the internet, one of the big things that sells, and it's not just on the internet, it's really anywhere, but what sells is trust. Okay, social proof. And the more you can provide this, the better chance you're going to capture the attention, of your potential customers. Number three, now this one would cost a little bit, but this is, pay-per-click marketing, okay, Google AdWords. And it doesn't have to be a big budget. Start with maybe $100 a month for now. And then we can kind of build on that, as it starts to work and starts to get better. But the thing about pay-per-click, Google AdWords, this is absolutely how you guarantee that you're going to be on page one for search. Okay, that's how you'll do it. Okay, and of course it depends on the keywords that you use and how big the budget is, and there's other factors. But this will get you right there on page one when you do this. If you're going to spend money on pay-per-click, make sure, give yourself a good offer and make sure you got some urgency in there. And then if you don't have experience with doing pay-per-click marketing, get someone that does. Okay, get someone to help you on this. Look around a little bit. You don't want to overpay. There's going to be a lot of folks that might want to take advantage of what you don't know and maybe overcharge for it. You can get this done, and you can get it done very cost effectively. But the beauty of the pay-per-click, hey, when people are ready to buy, what do? They Google it. Okay, gyms near me. Okay, and if you're pulling up, there's your ad, you're number one, good chance you're going to get that response. So look at some pay-per-click marketing in there as well. Number 4 is what I would call traditional public relations. If you don't have it, I would consider putting on your website, a button or a page for a media kit. And the media kit, just like you would have in a traditional media kit, it's going to be, photos of you or whomever, might be doing it, other interviews that you've done, other information, things that they can use, bios that editors and writers and other folks can use. But also send out press releases. Okay, do this on a regular basis. I mean, we'll use sites like AmericanTowns.com, where if you use that, for your local postings, you can have that press release sent out to every newspaper in your area, big and small. Okay, your cost is nothing on that. It's a simple thing to do. It's a great way to get known. But also, when you start doing this, this is a great way to start finding other opportunities in the marketplace. You're the one they're going to call for the interview. You're the expert that they're going to seek out. You're going to be on the morning TV show, talking about how you're getting results for folks. But use traditional public relations. It doesn't cost anything. It's a very underutilized part of what so many folks do. Number 5, have some landing pages created. Landing pages don't have to be expensive. Matter of fact, I know the ones that we put together and use, they don't really cost much at all. And come up with, maybe 10 different landing pages. And what you're trying to do, it's email capture, right? You're trying to grow your email database. You're trying to, expand your audience. And they can get a free report. Maybe it's a report that you wrote on, how to lose weight and how to keep it off, how to get in the best shape of your life, how to run your first marathon, how to get your figure back after having a baby, whatever it might be. Okay, provide good quality information. How do they get it for free? Simply submit their email, on the landing page. So, think about some landing page marketing. It'd be a great cost-effective way to do this. Number 6 on, how to increase prospect traffic. Make sure in everything that we do, we have a call to action. We're creating urgency. Tell your customer, call or stop by today. Offer limited. Final 3 days. This weekend only. Okay, have call to action, have urgencies, because if you don't have that, it really doesn't matter when the customer, buys from you, today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, or ever. Okay, have a call to action, create deadlines, get them to act on this. Number 7 is forms. We want to have contact forms, email newsletters, chat boxes. Make sure you're easy to communicate with. Have these forms. And one of the things I would suggest for most clubs, this will cost you nothing, is on your website, use Facebook Messenger as your live chat. It's free. Okay, it's easy to do. Most everybody, I think, or it seems like, has Facebook, and so it's an easy thing to do. Won't cost you a penny, okay, to do it. So consider using Messenger as your chat feature on your website. Number 8, email marketing. I talked a bit about this. With you can acquire emails through your landing page, but making sure that you're utilizing email marketing. You can use products like like MailChimp, for example. I believe it's free up to 2,000 emails. So depending on your database, it may not cost you anything, but make sure on this email database, you're effectively categorizing folks that are members, current clients. Folks that used to be clients, your alumni, and then folks that just never were, and you're putting out information that benefits them. Hey, here's a how-to article for any of those folks, but also here's an offer for a member. Maybe it's a referral campaign you're doing. Maybe for alumni, maybe they can work out next month, every weekend they can work out for free. Okay, and then folks that have never been a member, hey, here's an option for a free week or a discount or something of that nature. But constantly be marketing to this email database. You will find, at least we do in most clubs, that email marketing is one of your very best sources of new sales. Number 9, if you don't have this on your website, you want to get it when someone submits information, make sure you've got an autoresponder. Let's get back to them immediately. Let's don't have them have to wait. Number 10, referrals. Make sure we're asking. I mean, all the statistics out there tell us that 90% of all customers say they'd be willing to give a referral if we would simply ask. And the downside data to that is, unfortunately, we only ask about 11% of the time. So get yourself a good referral presentation. Make sure we're asking for referrals. Not only are referrals great, but if you're out there doing marketing and spending money, these referrals are going to cost you low amounts, and they can effectively kind of cut your acquisition cost in half a lot of times. Number 11 on how to increase prospect traffic, and what I mean by the one I'm about to talk to here is we want to take our existing customer and how do we turn them into a prospect a bit. And what I mean by that is with our existing customers, we want upsells. Okay, what's an upsell? Well, maybe they can buy personal training. Okay, because they want to get the results faster. Maybe they can buy retail, and so we want to have programs and processes to push them to personal training and retail, and making sure that they're aware of this. We want to create some kind of recurring product. In many cases, it's going to be supplements, where every month it's drop shipped, it's auto renewed every month. They're going to get those supplements delivered to their home. And then we have what I call that membership ladder, whereby the customer, they can add on a family member. They can buy a higher program. I call it Club Elite. They can buy something very special that's very different, and there's a limited number of them. But we're looking to we want more traffic, but we turn our customers into that traffic, and this is a great way to do that. And you will find based on our data, that about 20% of your customers across the board will take advantage of things like that. Make sure we're sending out reminders. We're reminding folks, constantly of what's happening and what's going on. And then finally, last one on our list, make sure we show gratitude. Make sure we say thank you. Whenever we're working with our customers, we're communicating with anybody. Hey, I appreciate your business. Thank you. All right. So there's 13 ways that you can grow your prospect base, how you can grow your business, other than maybe some pay-per-click in there. I think all of that is there's no cost in there, and this is going to help drive that traffic. And when you're thinking about this, I'll give you one little tip here also, depending on what your numbers are. Okay, if you're looking to do, say you want to do 60 sales in a month, and we'll discount weekends for the sake of this, that's 3 sales a day. How many people do I need to talk to get 3 sales a day? Let's just say it's 6 as an example. Well, how much of this do we need to do to get 6 people to talk to every day? Start thinking about it in those terms, and this can really crystallize your thinking when you're doing a lot of this. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Hope you found the information beneficial today, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.